Hi, this is Keith Bryant on the Keith Bryant Show at Productronica 23, Day 3. And I'm here with Andy at GEN3, who are launching a new product in their CM series. So the simple question, Andy, is tell us about it.
Yeah. So, GEN3 are launching this week our brand new ionic contamination tester, the next generation of ionic contamination testing, and it tying in a lot with the messaging behind the standards with objective evidence and what's required. So making sure that it's used as a process control tool. And we have updated our software to reflect the ease of which using it with traceability. Obviously using it more in a production process, and you're building for customers who are building numerous amount of boards. Traceability is a big thing, so we're really focusing on that and having a nice, simple, easy-to-use software. But it's a big upgrade from what we've had, and including we are also have developed the hardware side of things. So we've got some nicer accuracy and just a better overall product, of course.
Yeah. From my engineering hat, it's nice to hear you say process control tool, because traditionally it's always been like a QA kind of environment that that sort of stuff's used in. So. How do you manage to get it out into, let's be impolite and call it the real world?
Well, yeah, that's one of the big pieces of education we've got, and this is the messaging that we're trying to help push. You know, it's not a GEN3 thing. This is industry standards are now saying the removal of the ROSE test, as everyone knew it, this 1.56 micrograms of sodium chloride number, which has been removed from standards. And what do you do next? And providing objective evidence, so characterizing your material set, utilizing SIR testing. To make sure your materials are all reliable, and then utilizing ionic contamination as a process control tool, which will give you your yay, nay, yes, no, is your board any good or not, because you have empirical data-driven analysis that showcases that your boards are reliable from the SIR, and then you just need a quick pass-fail on your shop floor with the process control tool.
And I know you guys have done a lot on objective evidence, so perhaps you could expand on that a bit for us.
Well, yeah, it's all down to the removal of the ROSE test, and of course, what do you do next? And that's where proving, when you have auditors come in, you now have to provide objective evidence, of course, as it's called, empirical data to showcase that the materials that you're using have proven reliability. And the ultimate test of that is with SIR testing, because you're measuring resistance drops, and of course there are 30 different chemicals or elements that go into a PCB and solder mask, solder paste, and the like. And it's the ultimate test using SIR. It won't tell you what the problem is, but it'll tell you if there's a problem. But once you have your coupon and your materials have passed SIR, you know that you have a good coupon then, or a good material set, and then you can utilize that on your production board and use the process control tool, like the ionic contamination tester, and that will give you, like I said, the pass-fail number. It's a real step change in electronics. Of course, many companies have been building electronics for many years and not had a problem. And of course, we're not talking about people who build boards today and what they've done, which work. We're talking about tomorrow's world and having the data to back up that your materials are reliable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go right from the beginning now, people are launching new materials almost every week.
Yeah.
So that changes the goalposts.
Yeah.
You've got buyers buying circuit boards from different places all around the world to the same drawings and the same spec and everything else, but you don't really know how clean it is. So
exactly.
you're in a situation where, as you say, the past is yesterday, and you have to be continually testing to stay on top. Well, and the fact that you're buying a material from a good supplier isn't the answer anymore.
They will have to do their own testing, but of course, it's really the advancement of electronics. I don't have to tell you or anyone that 50 years ago, electronics were very different to what they are today.
Yep.
The miniaturization of components and packaging is increasing, because what we're really looking for is ECM, electrochemical migration, and essentially another word is corrosion.
Yep.
That's what we're really looking for, and with the miniaturization of components and packaging, and the increase of voltage, in particular with EV cars and the requirements for that, ECM is becoming more prevalent as a problem, and that's what we're trying to avoid, of course, and that's what we're trying to test for. And yeah, that's
And at the moment, there's a huge fear in a lot of places around EV boards that are running at higher power and higher voltages and cathodic growth and all of these things. So you're definitely addressing a market that's going to be growing for the next few years for sure.
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Andy, and I think we've covered it pretty well. So I hope you get a lot of sales at the show.
Me too. Thank you very much.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.